Hello and welcome to the stream. Tonight we are playing some more Jade Empire on the original Xbox. Picking up from where we were yesterday. Okay. We should be live. Hello and welcome to the stream. Tonight we are playing. Sorry about that. I was just checking. Okay, so what? I've just gone back into the. I've just gone back into the school that I'd finished. I didn't need to go back in here. Sorry about that. Too many loading screens in this game, really. Quite annoying. I'm actually done with the school, so I'll just go back out again. Fucking thing. Original Xboxes, what can you do? Back and forward, back and forward. Right, so we want to go this way. Away from that bloody school. Okay, so what are we going to do? Journal. Speak with Lady Rento. Creative view comes back. Okay. That's what I want to do. Soap Fox. Princess Anne. Okay, so we need to go to the map. That's that guy. Imperial City Arena. The Golden Way. Merchant Square. I guess we'll head down the Golden Way. Sounds like the most. Okay, let's head down the Golden Way then. Another loading screen. So many of them in this game. What can you do?
Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth. You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth. Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality. Your beliefs are superficial, and your culture is substandard.
You are right to demand an explanation. Forgive my servant. I instructed him to find someone not distracted by mere insults, someone who would command respect. Your demand for justification of his arguments was admirable. You are exactly what we need. An outlander strolled into the city several days ago and now sits like a cormorant, taking what he wants from the river of our hospitality. He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go. The Outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the Emperor himself. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe, but that will not last. If he is reported, the Lotus assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them. That's what's so infuriating. He doesn't respond to reason. He proposes challenges we don't... Several of our brightest have faced him, but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear... I hope your ability matches your conviction. Several... He is in the Scholar's Garden, and no amount of opposition...
I didn't think so many people could be in a place all at once.
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person. I should have seen it coming. I suspect that we share a similar strength. As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by fawning servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your Master Li to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, or you are. There was something familiar about him as well. Why would you say that? Is that what he told you? I'm sorry, but I simply cannot believe that your Master Li is the glorious strategist. I was too young to know him. I was told that he and Prince Qin, the third brother, fell defending the Empire 20 years ago. Now it seems they may have been traitors. I discovered this looking through records for information on Death's Hand. Perhaps he tried to influence Sun Li and Sun Qin before corrupting my father. But it doesn't matter who your master is. I could take you to the palace, but Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed. Death's Hand has almost total control over my father. We must find conclusive evidence of his crimes and reveal his corruption. And I know how. Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery. We need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are Have any Lotus Assassins who saw your face live to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tien's Landing. They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it. There are guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round. Or, if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion. Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your... Ask Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about him. Dongao is closer to the Assassins than he should be. He will or seek the Executioner. Unless you want me with you. A wise preference. No.
Doesn't give you much of a chance to change your mind. Now, I didn't really want to walk down there because now I've got to go back up there and find that Inquisitor guy. I'm trying to do the open hand playthrough to try and maximise that, and I'm pretty sure that if I go and fight in an arena, that's going to ruin that. So I've got to go and find this Inquisitor guy, who is clearly in the garden, where I've just left. Stop saving my game. Just let me go back to the Scholar's Garden. Fucking game. It's just not clear on where you need to go sometimes. Sorry about that.
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess.
Do you think we'd forget?
Don't look at me. I can't do...
We'll teach you to insult.
Sleeping tiger.
Idiots. Okay, well, we beat them up. So, I take it it's not this way. It's got to be this way. Well, that does.
Welcome, friend. The lecture won't be starting for a little while, though you're in... I wouldn't worry about seating. Those interfering philosophers had made sure...
What? That's
quite a question. I'm not sure who told you, but I'd appreciate it if you would keep your voice down when asking those kinds of questions. Nobody here suspects me to be anything but an overzealous scholar, and I'd like to keep it that way. So you want to know about the recruiter? You have a flying machine, do you not? Yes, I know about that. Go back to the landing area and someone will meet you there. If the Lotus Assassins wanted you dead, your life would be over before you even... He already knows, I'm sure.
Your course is set. The Inquisitor will be waiting at your camp. Appease him, and you'll be on the road to appeasing me.
Hello there, traveler. Forgive my forwardness, but I noticed your arrival earlier while I was at the town. I actually have a design for a new prototype flyer, and I hope to get funding to build it one day. The other... Oh, I'm Scholar Zenyu. I'm one... He knew I would never have a chance at a real...
As amusing as your savage dances are, once again I have proven the superiority of setting your nose to the grindstone and not mucking about. Now bring some refreshments in a proper mug, or I'll take back the coins of my home and country. Don't you heathens know the worth of a proper king's halfpenny?
Generous visitor, if our customs are so displeasing to you, perhaps you should find lodging elsewhere?
Please? And leave you lot to your primitive ways? Tell them what I think of that, Squire Percival.
Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard, will do no such thing. He means to educate...
Good lad. Found him wading in the mud, planting weeds. You can't keep your crackers crisp doing that. Can't help you if you don't know the horror of a soggy biscuit. I've given him dignity, and unless one of you has the will to deny that I'm your better, I suggest you start learning. We'll have you in proper trousers by the morrow. Oh, what's that? Someone stepping to the fore? Let's have a look at you. A woman? My dear, not sure what topsy cradle you fell from, but in my... The simple truth is that I have bested every one of you who has come forward, whether in tests of wit or combat. You faced a champion. Now, I didn't ask to land here, but if a storm is going to cast my ship into the very heart of such a dark empire, I'll bring the light. You must hunger for guidance. You're like children. I mean, only a handful of you can even grow a decent moustache. What? Can you now? Shall we put that to a test? I welcome the chance that you... But I will acknowledge that I am likely to disagree just because I know you are, lacking. We will need... Huh! Any dog can bite, but very few can speak. I've gone to pains to learn your barbaric tongue. I've heard a distinct lack of couplets and quatrains, to say nothing of pentameters. Is it any wonder you people live as you... I charge you with defending the heart of your people. If a group of judges determines that you have adequately done so, whoever you wish. These five standing here. I'm sure there will be a... Go on, talk to them all to prove... Then we'll see how you fare in combat. Doubt you'll do very well, like the rest. You're all...
I heard you accept the Outlander's challenge. I would be honored to sit in judgment of the debate. Several of my fellow scholars... To do otherwise would only help the Outlander win in the long run. If he... Of course, I doubt his arguments will have the weight that he expects. The best course is to appeal to the individual preferences of the... It is not so much the subject, but the tactic that triggers reaction. Each judge will respond only to argument styles they favor. If a judge likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him. I am ill-equipped to see my own faults, but I, like my fellow scholars, am adept at exploiting the weaknesses of others. Scholars Heng and Zhao are easily swayed with simple facts. Cite such details and they are certain to change their opinion either for or against. The best course is to appeal to the individual preferences of the judges. We are theoretical thinkers, really. It is not so much the subject, but the tactic that triggers reaction. Each judge will respond only to argument styles they favor. If a judge likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him at all. I wish you...
I greet you. My name... I am always... the minister...
Well, ready to set the ponies in motion, are we? Let's declare some rules and get to it. You don't mind if I make this interesting, do you? Good. Don't want to set you off your game, but I thought we should ensure that it will be a simple matter. 5 judges, 6 topics. I'll pose my argument about why your foolish land stumbles like a child, and you try to answer. The judges will raise their arms to indicate whom they favor. Arms up for you, arms down for me. After 6 topics, if you have a majority, you are the winner. By the Queen's corset, if you get them all on your side at any time, I'll declare the match over. Now, shall we proceed? I will pull no... Well, what shall be my first point of contention? I know, the most basic of concerns for a culture, the currency of its economy. What manner of society would use the silver coin as the basis of trade? Gold is clearly superior, which you admit by using it for important statuary. Your understanding of what determines value is flawed. Your rebuttal? Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. I call attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters. How can you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting with you. Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. Shall I draw attention to your foolish reliance on personal combat? You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots. Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old Mirabelle here. What? My monocle must be fogged. I can't see anyone in my favor.
It appears they've reached a consensus against you, Sir Roderick.
Clearly these people are incapable of fairly comparing one of their own to an outsider. This is a farce. Then perhaps it was my mistake to think you would be open to anything other than your own backwards ideals. Pah! I seek satisfaction. You have bested me in debate, but true honor is decided on the dueling field. Pah! Do you shrink from the challenge? The entry hall here has walls to be up against, corners to be backed into, and floor enough on which to be down but not out. Whatever your metaphor, return to me when you are ready and we will walk there together. Just frankly, I don't know what... What? Good! I envy you. There will be pain as well, but I...
Focus.
That was a fine display of skill.
It was a fair fight, Sir Roderick. Within the rules you specified.
Yes, old boy, you've got it right. I was really sat down, I believe. Like the fall of the old bridge across the Grand. My humours are in disarray, I tell you. I supposed I should have seen it coming. Your win in the debate was a sure sign. I do believe I have underestimated the lot of you. Regardless, you have beaten me. That's a point of honor I cannot deny. Well, there's no other thing for it. Intended or not, you've earned a reward from me. The unsuccessful combatant in a duel must arrange a worthy gift for the victor. I wouldn't be much of an ambassador for my country if I didn't abide by its customs. The Duchess of Almsbottom's rules of engagement are quite clear on this matter. Mirabelle... Right, Percival, fluff my travelling trousers. We...
You have secured a great victory for the Empire. The Outlander has to respect us now.
Osansia sono go boko. Koni uk noia kup sa ia sisia. Awu. Wasafno sositu no ko ota. Wo kupketita sumpono sath. Woso awi ani tu uk sumpono. Kutkosi wiwa ya wo nova ya ifo wiya okta wiki. Wokawe ya tanke ya nano wo ya wasonak. Uksa iespithu ki ukoniero thakno. Uksa ia ifratsa kawaii ia a ithino nahipino feitea.
Oh dear, this won't do. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I was just muttering. You're clearly not from around the Imperial City, and I need someone's help. Well, you see, there's been a mix-up. No, an error. Oh, who am I kidding? I am Incisive Chorus, the playwright. I'm sure you've heard of me. And one of my productions has been touring the countryside and catching people's attention. We were asked to bring it into the city and perform here in the... The play must go on, but not as they want it. The play's been changed, you see. One very key piece of the play has been Once you change this scene, you change the very soul of the production. It's hardly my play at all. They've changed it from a commentary of man's inhumanity to man to a satire of the Empire. I tell you truthfully that they've lost the whole point of the piece. A like-minded island amidst a sea of dolts. Oh dear, that was a poor metaphor. The point stands, regardless. I'm certain the Lotus assassins would blame me. Of course I would pay you. In fact, I'd match... well, this is odd. It's just that there's no going rate for female actors, or whatever you'd be called. It's unheard of. Of course there are, though I'm not supposed to know it. The entire establishment turns a blind eye. They deserve that much respect. I hear the bosom binding, pants stuffing, and whatnot is a far cry from comfortable. The irony is that many of them get cast as female roles. Fresh faces, you see, leaving us with a woman playing a woman through 4 layers of costume. Most unsightly. I myself have pushed long and hard for realism. Verisimilitude is the word they're throwing out these days. And what better way to avoid all that unnecessary shirt stuffing? Alas, tradition often becomes a barrier blackened by short-sightedness that is not easily overcome. I need that fire and that I will gladly offer you the going rate for a leading man, just for a walk. I need you to take a role in the play and read the role the, original way. If you talk to first-degree thespian Fong up by the pagoda, tell him you're the replacement actor. He'll be desperate, so all you'll have to do is read the proper lines. That will be a bit tricky, I admit. Certainly breaking with tradition, but if you tell them that you're already in makeup, they'll, gloss things over. Hurry up. Remember, now good... No, you're about...
Excuse me, you're in my way, and I'm trying to keep an eye out for our replacement actor. You? You're... By the starry river, that is the best makeup job. And let me just say, your costume makes everything... Did they give you a copy of the... Let me see that. No! This is all wrong. They sent you with the old script. Bloody... The script's recently been revised, so even if you're familiar with the old version, read it again. Well, a southern noble funded the location and travel for us, but wanted to make a few... We couldn't afford to miss the exposure. Our writer wasn't that happy. I'm sure your Actors Guild told you that we have standard rates. We'll happily pay you the going rate for a lead, especially since this is... Ruin your scene and you get nothing. Just get at least half the lines correct and the... Now, read that script over. Come talk to me. Have you read the script? That's the...
Watch closely. We shall see if the informant was accurate.
Imagine condemning the Jade Empire at its heart.
All of heaven's blessings guide. All the scattered kingdoms have seen the light of his rule, and our emperor's advisors grow in number. The arable lands to the south, all to the east, sagacious Tien has spread his light to the very waters themselves, and... But what word from the wastes of the horse lords? Aha! What is this? Why, 'tis Lady 14 Flowers. My dearest Lady 14 Flowers. A crimson red? Does my lady think to celebrate a marriage? I had heard nothing of this previously, but accept my congratulations. Your arrival here is certainly welcome, as your kingdom is one of the most recent to join the Jade Empire. We have had word that the hostilities have ceased. Tell me, most gracious lady, when was this momentous decision reached? You phrased that most interestingly, Lady 14 Flowers. Why do I sense there is more to this story? But surely the might of the Jade Empire is unquestionable, and our will to victory unswayed. And tell me, most gracious madam, when the final blow was struck, where was our noble leader? Deep in the wastes of the north? Surely you mean the far edge, the Horse Lord camps broken behind him. There's been nothing but the gentle drafts of spring here in the Imperial City for weeks. With such a chill in the air, was this some time ago? My lady, I sense that there is more to your story than I have gleaned. Perhaps my own perceptions blind me. It seems to me that some part of your story remains untold. Do my questions block the truth? Tell me this, if nothing else, good lady. When the cry for peace rose up, who was it that our great emperor turned to? The heavens had turned to him? These words, are they riddles? Wait, what word is this from the front? The Emperor sends word of his return. The Horse Lords are unconquered, but our forces were undefeatable. What happened to cease the expansion of the Empire, dear lady? A celestial event, most auspicious. And so, our most noble emperor saw a sign from the heavens. Our mighty armies poised to crush the Horse Lords and stretch the empire to the ends of the earth. But we stopped. For now, even I see that there are limits to ambition, and overreaching those limits invites nothing but disaster. All praise the emperor, for his wisdom is infinite. My lady, you have my deepest thanks for bringing this news to us. I shall inform the court immediately.
What in the dragon's eye was that? I saw no treason there. Oh, the informant will suffer for a lifetime.
You there, Lady 14 Flowers. That was pretty solid. It's too bad you couldn't hit it perfectly, but it will do.
You continue to surprise me. I wouldn't have thought you the aspiring actor.
Our sponsor may not be happy with the version you read, but I've always preferred the old version of the play anyway. I guess Incisive Chorus put you up to this, because I know I gave you the new script to study. Good for him. I believe I owe you an actor's fee. Enjoy. I'm glad you were here to fill in. We would have sunk faster than a bottomless boat without a solid Lady 14 Flowers on hand. Rather fun. Now I know you're not one of the guild actors. They're never positive about anything. Oh well, no harm done, I'm sure. The performance wouldn't have gone on without you, professional actor or not. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have things I must attend to.
had your, moment, did you? I never attend my own plays. No, much too nerve-wracking. Someone goes for me. She is very kind to do that. I heard how it went. Fantastic! The scholars loved it. One's already asked for a copy of the... Perhaps as many... Here, I promised you this, and you should have it. Yes, that's... Oh, so much to do. So many...
A well-fought victory against that outlander buffoon. You show we are all in your debt, but the... I control a very limited treasury. A very good point. Do you disagree? I've never... It is money well spent. Compensation because...
Such a string of improprieties. Spirits have tricked his mouth into mocking him.
Hold on there. This way leads into the necropolis, a dangerous area. Yes. Kill.
You aren't equal to me!
Well, stranger, you have some spirit to you. You fight like a demon. Those poor lot. I could use the skills of a woman like you. Normally, I don't think much. My name is Shen. I'm the first gravedigger here. It's my... I've got to dig the holes, fill them, and balance the books and everything. No one seems to want to stay dead, and I can't go refunding all the burial. So, I just want you to do a little job. Well, there'll be a little bit in it for you as well, don't worry. So... Great. There are 3 main ghosts to deal with. Miss Chan, Merchant Bai, and Mr. Ren. I'll give you a reward for each. If you need a little something to give you an extra edge,
No, no, we can't allow that to happen. It would be too much to bear. But this poor wretch isn't much good either. No, not at all. But what else is there? What else is there?
Work, Dad. Huh? What do you want? You can't have me, corpse. Not... You. You're not dead. I'm sorry, I just panicked. Ah, well, my work, you see, while very important, may upset some of those spirits not full. I am conducting my... I am a doctor by trade, studying the internals of the body. My daughter, Wen Siwei, has fallen ill. Her liver has been rot. That is what I fear. I could not stand. I researched the workings of the body and the spirit, as well as the lore of the... I believe I have found a way to save my daughter. I have found a way to strengthen, no, to replace the corrupt flesh of one living creature with that of another. Through the energies of the earth and by the divine will of heaven, her body can be made to accept the organ as if it were a part of her. She can... But these cursed, wretched corpses do nothing for me. They are too old. I need something else. Something more. Either one that is perfectly preserved or one... Her time is drawing near. If I would give anything to see her saved, but my techniques are much more advanced than any normal doctor could come. I must do the operation myself, or find a savant of such skill that I would feel safe. Please, I will give you...
Please, bring me my baby! My baby, please, where is he? Where... Yes. If you know me, then you must know the pain I feel. My baby... He was only a few moments old when that vile man took him from me. Please find my baby. Please. You have to help me find him. Shen must know where he is.
Is someone there? You. What do you want? Have you come to torture me more? Have you come to see me You know of me? You've heard about the pains I suffered in life? You can understand? You don't run in terror like the rest. I was a merchant in life. Not a rich one, but I made enough to survive. I sold mostly to the poorer sections of the city. At the time, there were a pair of brothers, Seat Su and Si Ran, who were the terror of the streets. When I wouldn't give them what they wanted, they decided to make an example. They terrorized the city for weeks. They were buried here, with me. Their deaths, execution by beheading, were harsh enough that they have risen again. My spirit cannot rest quiet with them here. Even now in death, they mock me and torment me as they did in my final moments of life. Yes, if my kill... They were common criminals, so they were not given a normal burial. Thank you, stranger.
Dancing pretty lights. There's fire in the air and fire inside. They scream. You'll scream like a demon when... There's more than that on my head. You'll scream like...
Look who has come to see.
Yes.
This is it!
Hello again. Me. I.
Thank you, thank you. Here, something Shin hasn't found yet.
Vengeance will be mine! That cheating, lying sow, sullying the Ren name and dragging it in the... Ren Fang, if I ever get my...
You've heard of me? What do you know? What do you want here? I have no time for idiots. I exist only for revenge. Revenge on my... poisoned me. Oh, but first, I need to find my way out of this damnable... Find her. Bring her to me. Let me kill her and draw... Most likely, she's still at our old...
Help! One of those damn spirits came up right in my backyard. Haven't you killed...
I will never forget
It's dead then? Heh, good. Yeah. You got...
You're an odious...
Here. It's not a robber. Now... The great... What... What? Well, that... Here's... Now, if you find anything... Ah, Miss Chan. She died in childbirth, and the baby died with her. Her family put her in the family plot along with her son. She came up again recently. She seems to think that I killed her baby, or took it, or something. Maybe she saw me take away the body, but she won't believe me. That's valuable, Her baby? Not much. It's in one of the plots there. I'm sure you can find it if you look. It was a long time ago. But it was short. I know that. Definite. Anything else? He was buried by his wife a short while ago. I don't know what killed him. The family wouldn't talk about... His wife's still around, though. She won't visit since he came up. Every time she gets near, he starts screaming. Anything...
associates with nefarious fox spirits, aiding them in their occupation of our once pristine forests in the south.
Always a pleasure. Yes, I heard that Fading Moon's arsons had ended. Excellent work. Burning the poor is troubling after a fashion, but the scholars and merchants? That was her mistake. Yes, yes, of course. Here's your bounty. Is there anything else that the Imperial Army can do for one?
A group of river-faring businessmen have been attacked and forced to flee. Nobody is safe from this criminal.
You there, Sky. I see you skulking around like a ghost. Where have you been?
I've been out spying on the Lotus Assassins. We're trying to draw their attention, and I wanted to see if it was working. I'm happy to report our bait has snagged a fish. The Inquisitors have taken notice of us. In fact, one of their representatives is on his...
You were spying on an Inquisitor, and he did... The Inquisitors are
You underestimate me. I can be quite invisible when... Then I slipped away and rushed on...
Irkana, o Nikasuri Kwana no Kasairi, Niato o Nanapadi Irovir, Kuni Uknawata I, Ukirwir, no Fantayana. Oksasa Sarana Fukno, Rekni Ukni Akawanir Irkana, o Nikasuri Kwana no Kasairi Ru. Sata Tawi Ir, o Nawa Fukuno Sukutnia. Wowo Sun Ponono, Yapapap Nasia Wir Sair, Usair Coconato, Tanatia, Katanano, Shafatoyo, Coconato Siri Panonenico. Niato Nanapadi Irovir, Kuni Uknawata Ir. Wuno will na no ba irsu. Isana yoyo, Kone Fuk no Sankut na no one napir. Sata Tawi Ir, Wonawa Fukuno Sukut nia Awafawa Ir Sutok. Wuno will na no ba irsu. Isana yoyo, Kone Ipanar nuko iwa ir, nikasanarir, iruro ninwo, wuno will na no ba irsu. Isana yoyo, konir fuk. Ikir niktine piru, wo iferek uk sun puno. Usair kokanato, tanatia, katanano, shafatoyo. Niato nana, usair kokanato, tanatia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokanato.
You know, far be it from me to presume, but I have an idea of how we might be able to solve this problem. My glorious wife's third cousin is a minor official in the Ministry of Harmony. I know a little something of the way Judge Fang conducts his business. All of Fang's ministers bring him an honor gift when they go to see him, an offering given as a sign of respect, a bribe, some might call it. If we replace Shang's honor gift with something insulting, rare turtle eggs, for example, Fang would be so outraged he'd refuse to even listen to Sheng's report. It's true. A gift of turtle eggs would be as insulting as a box of manure. Even more so because they are so difficult to track down, whereas manure is somewhat common. I admit there are still some details yet to be worked out, but acquiring the eggs is easy. I have some here that you can simply...
You have turtle eggs? Here? After just saying they are very...
Well, I was saving them for my coming anniversary. You buy early if you want them to be... ripe. It doesn't really matter. There are more daunting problems to consider. For example, how will you sneak past Sheng's guards to make the switch?
We should just kill Sheng. Nice and simple.
Oh, yes. And while we're at it, we could kill Fang and his guards, too. Unleash rivers of blood in the streets, all in the service of the Lotus Assassins.
Now that is how you interrupt the Bureau?
I am no coward, but there is already more blood on my hands than I can ever wash.
I have no plan for you. No easy answer. But working with...
We really don't have any choice, Sue. It's the only way we'll ever rescue Master Li. I don't like the idea of causing trouble for... Maybe we should investigate Fang in the arena first. We might be able to stop him from getting that report without hurting Sheng. Or anyone else.
Maybe you're right, Dawnstar. I just hope that in the end we don't sacrifice everything for the sake of one man. Even if...
It's up to you how we handle this. But remember that the Inquisitors aren't just thugs. They're more subtle.
Her own master died at her hands, and she had fellow students kidnapped and tortured just because they didn't agree with her.
This is the Ministry Hostel? Where do they spend all the silver they demand of the...
Ah, my good friend! What a pleasant surprise to see you here, in the glory that is the Imperial City. Well, everywhere but here, it seems. Woe is to Minister Sheng that the only place available was this filthy dock house. You were not alone in that assumption. It seems it was recently procured and has not been modified. Remember that the Ministry of Harmony controls... Minister Sheng has not forgotten how you helped him with his troubles in Tian's Landing. However, I'm afraid I don't have time to speak with you right now. I have to prepare my report for Judge Fang, by which I mean to watch over this honor gift. Yes, a valuable offering for the mighty Judge Fang. Without it, he might turn me away before I can even make my report, condemning me to the horrors of Tian's Landing. But with this gift, he is certain to appreciate the depth of my admiration and respect. So much so that he might... Understandably, with so much riding on this gift, I am loath to leave it in the care of these Imperial soldiers appointed to watch over me during my visit. The Ministry of Harmony offers pitiful wages, and I do not put much stock in the purchased loyalty of these guards. Minister Sheng is grateful for your offer, particularly since I've forgone 2 nights. And you proved your loyalty to Minister Sheng when you closed the Great Dam. The rest of you guards, out! You are no longer needed here. Someone Sheng actually trusts will watch over my honor gift while I fight.
Minister, are you sure that...
You dare to question me? I know your mind. You are plotting against Sheng. You plan to steal my treasure. Get out. Get out of here at once. Minister Sheng will now go for some much-needed rest. I'll return in the morning. Keep a close watch on this gift until my meeting with Judge Fang tomorrow. Minister Sheng almost overslept. Judge Fang will be here any minute. Quick, out of the way! I want Fang to see me standing beside the honor gift when he enters. I bid you warm and humble greetings from Tian's Landing, O great and honorable judge. I'm eager to present my report. I'm sure you will find it most interesting.
What's that you have there for me, Shang?
You have a keen and observant eye, mighty Fang. I have brought you a gift, a small token of my esteem for you.
Turtle's eggs? What is the meaning of this, Shang? You dare mock me with this insult?
No! There must be some mistake!
I understand all too well, Shang. These eggs are your way of getting back at me for assigning you to Tian's Landing. But I will have the last laugh, Shang. I banish you to Tian's Landing. Wait there until I summon you back to the Imperial City. It shouldn't take more than a decade. Or 2?
Wait! Judge Fang! Please come back! No! You did this to me. You have disgraced... No! Minister Sheng will not accept this. Judge Fang has not heard my report yet. I will not... I refuse to abandon the glories of the Imperial City. I simply won't leave. You can't make me. I can't leave the wonders of the Imperial City, but I will stay right here until... I can't...
Well, that was the wrong way. Fuck's sake. Keep heading out the wrong way, going through the wrong doors. Very annoying.
Woofna aknakir yako.
Please, Purveyor, don't send me in there.
Wernurk apayir. Wanurk kanir. Wowirika.
No!
Siyir sukut aknewo kup kipstir sunurk.
The city can be a harsh place for children, but
What do you want? You're working for Purveyor Shuji, aren't you? I'm sorry. I'm just a little... Thanks, but I need to find a way to kill spirits. Purveyor Shuji wants me to fetch an artifact from an emperor's tomb in the necropolis. The Purveyors... He threatened to sell my mom to slave traders if I don't get this artifact. I don't know what to do. Really? Thank you. The two... If you... Great!
Don't worry, Sung Tao. I'm doing everything I can to prove you're innocent.
Sair Yagoak, Coconato Siri Panonenico. Sair Ostiusiot, Saro Rasipa Ukar Ir Napswa. Usair Coconato, Tanatia, Katanano. Ipaner Nuko Iwa Ir, Nikasanarir, Iruru Ninua Sair Kana. Sata tawa ia wanawa fu kuno su kutnia awafawa ia sutok. Usair kokanato. Tanatia. Katanano. Shafatoyo. Kok. Unika surir kwanano kuni uknawata irkana.
So, things are looking up. You've gained the favor of the... With the recommendation of the Inquisitor, the others will welcome you as a recruit. You can slip into the very heart of their lair.
I can't agree with this. You don't know what you're getting into. You don't know the danger.
Really? What did you see while hiding in your swamp? I've observed Death's Hand for years, both in the...
You could have 4 faces and a different name and wardrobe for each, and you still wouldn't understand. Death's Hand is not what he seems.
Then what?
I don't know. But his power does not come from study or skill. He is something darker, and we should not be trying to enter his lair.
It sounds like Sagacious Zoo wants to go back into hiding, or perhaps...
You don't know what they are capable...
The matter is settled. Go sulk in the corner like you're...
This is not helping anything. Are we any closer to getting to the Lotus Assassins so this accursed woman will help us find Master Li?
Oh, she spits fire at lad. But she doesn't need to worry. You've already gained the recommendation of the Lotus. You could also go to the arena and seek the favor of the Executioner, but it isn't necessary now. A path to the Lotus...
And after we find the evidence against Death's Hand, you will take us to the palace to find Master Li?
I promise, little Dawnstar. After we get what I want from the Lotus Assassins, the palace is... You have permission, so there won't be any trouble entering. It's only after we have the evidence against Death's Hand that they might notice something is wrong.
It would still be good to get some information first. Sagacious Zoo might know... Where is he?
Well, you should be more careful of who you... That is true. I wouldn't trust... No offense meant to those of you who are actually... If Sagacious Zoo has gone to warn the Lotus Assassins, you need to move quick. If he's just run off, he is no longer...
Zoo would not turn on us.
The Lotus Assassin Fortress is in the far end of the necropolis. They shouldn't give you any trouble. Just... Everything is in place. I don't want you to think of...
Okay, I'm going to end the stream there. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Jade Empire. Thanks guys. Like, comment, subscribe.